everyone, welcome back to UniTea Days, and today we are joined by Yura,
Hi!
and it's me, Mai. So today's episode is the last part of the three-part series, and we're going to talk about something fun and exciting, which is the social life in university life. And we have four topics that we're going to get through. First of all, we're going to talk about Freshers Week. And then we're going to talk a little about the college system at the University of York. And we're going to talk about sports. And the last part is just a little different from what you might think of nightlife, but it's our version of what we do at night. So stay tuned for that. So let's talk about Freshers Week, first of all. Yura, do you want to explain to our lovely listeners what Freshers Week is all about?
Freshers Week is this 1 week before your study starts, where the university will introduce you events and orientations and basically all those kind of stuffs that you need to know as a first year student, whether it's your first year of undergraduate or first year of masters or even PhD. You still get that Freshers Week. Yeah, there'll be events like introductions. I remember we also had like fire talks, university
Oh,
rules.
what is
Yeah, that's Freshers Week, honey.
fire talks and safety.
Yeah, fire safety. And I don't know, did you have that? Because I had that during my master's.
Fire talk.
Yeah.
Not during my master's. I don't know. I didn't really participate in Freshers Week because,
Oh.
yeah, I came a bit later. I was there for Freshers Fair for sure, but I didn't really join the events in the beginning. I mean, when I was part of the committees, I would be part of the Freshers Week events because that's what the society holds. But as a fresher, I didn't really participate in the Freshers Week, only the Freshers Fair.
Ah, okay.
Since I didn't really participate in Freshers Week, instead just for the Freshers Fair, would you like to tell the audience what kind of events it was and what it entails?
Ooh, okay. Quite a few events. First of all, it's the usual university stuff where they talk about their rules and fire safety around campus and around your accommodation. After that, it's all about the colleges, really. So it depends on where you live or which college that you are assigned to. They will have events such as pub crawls, which is going into different pubs, drinking. If you don't drink alcohol, you can do cafe crawls where you visit different cafes. And there's also karaoke nights and tours around the city. There's even like I can't remember what it was, but it's horror theme tours. Since
Oh, because York is spooky.
yes, I didn't join that one, but apparently there is, and there's also oh, I can't remember, but like every day of the week we have this like club nights where different clubs in the city would host like University of York, so you can get like student discounts during that Freshers Week. But I didn't join that because that's not my thing. Wink, wink. And yeah, that all in the end leads up to Freshers Fair, and I think Maya already explains a little bit of Freshers Fair, right, at the Nerd Out episode.
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Yeah. So I guess that's it. After that, you basically enter into academic life.
Cool. Yeah, I wish I went to Freshers Week like fully because I remember seeing all the events and wanting to go to everything. Um, I don't drink, but like Yura said, there's alternatives to pub crawls and drinking society, not societies, events. So don't worry, there's an event out there for you, whether you drink or not, and it's lots of fun. I recall as a committee member that each society might do something different for Freshers Week. If they don't do an event during the week, then
Yeah.
you can meet them at Freshers Fair, which is the biggest event for Freshers Week, because that's the time that you meet all the societies. And I remember for York, they even had like an international week for us international students before Freshers Week. Do you remember that?
Oh, did I go for that? I don't think I go for that because that happens when the university picks up all the internationals who are coming in.
Yeah.
And I came right after
Yeah.
that because I already stayed in the UK and I thought I could go there by myself. But yeah, there's that as well.
There is support for international students. A lot of universities that I know would pick you up from the airport because lots of people come to the UK on their own. So it's nice to have someone to kind of guide you. Because if you've never been to the UK before, you might not know the trains or the buses. So it's really nice that the international community does that for us. Cool. On that note, is there anything else you'd like to add about Freshers Week, Yura? Anything that you want to recommend for freshers or people going to university?
I would say attend your Freshers Week because it's important. That's when you meet your friends. And Freshers Week really helped me, find friends who have the same interest and living in the same flat. So, yeah, don't skip on Freshers Week.
Yeah, I wish if I could go back in time, I would definitely join Freshers Week. I highly recommend. Okay, on that note, let's talk about colleges at York. Yura, are you aware of the college system anywhere else that we can compare to?
So I know that Durham has colleges because we have this match between Durham colleges, but more on that later. Uh, I think Oxford has one. I'm not so sure, but most university
And Cambridge, maybe.
Cambridge has.
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, most UK universities do have colleges. So yeah.
I know also Lancaster has colleges,
Oh.
but it might be different from. I know I can't say for other universities, but I know the difference between Lancaster and York is that Lancaster is more kind of like a house in Hogwarts, where you're just part of it. Not much to do except you graduate in with the college mates, which is a bit different because in York, colleges are much more part of the daily life because you get to choose a college as a fresher, and even if you don't live in the accommodation in the college, you're still part of that college and you can attend the events. So there's like sport competitions between the colleges, and then there are events that they can hold during Freshers Week and all throughout the year. Again, I don't think I joined. I think I joined. The college was doing something for during exam season, and then they gave like free food or something. As you know, I'm a big foodie, so I just went there for the food. But Yura, did you partake in college life?
Actually, yeah, I quite did, cause interesting fact, I don't know if every college has this, but in University of York, every college has their own stereotypes. Like I know Alcuin is like the study type. That's probably why you have like food and studying.
Yeah.
And I was in James College, and James College was the sport type. So we had a lot of like sports events, and I am involved in sports related tournaments between college. So yeah.
Oh, and is it a team that you join, or is it just you join for the competition? How does that work?
So each college would have different teams for sports. So that includes badminton, volleyball, football. I think they have one for rugby, basketball as well. And we compete in a league type of system. So you accumulate points, winning points, and then at the end of the season, which is every term, you get to compete with like first or second
Mhm.
place, and then glory, you won, and that's it. Really. And University of York also have this college varsity where University of York colleges who place first or second will compete with
Mhm.
Durham University
Mhm.
and their colleges who place first or second during that season. So
Ah.
yeah.
Okay, sounds like yeah, you were definitely of a sporty college because in Alcuin we would it was more yeah, like you said, maybe we play into the stereotype because what I remember kind of events was like during exam season and also they would have like pet and animal kind of day. They had multiple days where they did that. But yeah, I think Alcuin is more chill. And because Alcuin was right behind the library, so I think a lot of people chose Alcuin because it was so close to the library. Do you have anything else to add about colleges? Something to recommend to students
Mm,
when they're choosing their college?
I guess when you look for university, look at their look at their website, but also look at their social media as well. And usually there
Mm,
is where you can find stuffs on colleges.
mm-hmm.
Cause when I was looking at York, I didn't know about the
Yeah.
colleges until I actually look
Mm,
into. They have this like newspaper. Forgot the name. I saw that, and they were talking about the stereotypes of each colleges, and I choose James College because I love sports, and it was near to
mm-hmm.
my psychology department.
Department?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was about to pick Fanbra because Fanbra apparently is good for music, and I love music at that
Mm,
time. And
mm-hmm.
if you are a part of Fanbra College, you can use their piano practice room. So
Oh, that's cool.
every colleges have different good things about them. So always check out about the student life in your uni and what's different or what's unique about them, I guess.
Mm. I can't even recall how I chose alcohol. Oh, I think I do. I know I was recommended by someone who was doing my course. She was a year above me,
Mm-hmm.
and she was really kind and she gave me a lot of advice. And when I asked her about accommodation, she suggested that if I liked going to the library, then I should choose Alcuin because I think her first year was in James and she hated it
Oh.
because she's not a sporty person. She's not very social. She just goes to the library. So that's why for her second and third year, she moved to Alcuin.
Oh.
And yeah, I think I also chose Alcuin because she was moving there, so I thought it would be nice to have someone in the same college as me.
Mm.
And it worked out really nicely because she and I were just, 2 minutes away from each other, so we could see
Mm-hmm.
each other a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think college life, like, it really depends. Like you said, like, you have to do your research. Don't just sign up for a college without knowing what they do and what they stand for. And YouTube could be very useful for this because I'm sure there are videos of people discussing college and their differences and their experiences and
Mm-hmm.
etc. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we move on to the next topic? Yura?
Nope, I'm all good.
Okay. So with that, let's talk. Yura, I think you're going to be doing a lot of talking today because I'm tapped out from Nerd Out apparently. And the next topic is something that I have zero experience in, and that's sports. So please,
Woo.
James alumni, can you please enlighten us about sport life in New York?
Okay, so when you live in James College, it's like right in front of the sports center. So a sports center is the place where all the sports are there, obviously. There's a gym, there's playing fields. Basically, James is the center for all sports. And yeah, you can pick various types of sports, really, from volleyball, badminton, the usual football, and even Quidditch. So, yeah, I
Um,
I saw them playing once on the field. It was funny.
yeah.
Yeah, they were using actual broomsticks and whatnot. It was fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, I wish I saw that.
yeah, it's a sport in New York. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, you can join membership at the gym, so they have like all those like fitness equipments. I'm not sure if they have personal trainer, but
Mm-hmm.
the equipments are quite complete. And yeah, you can book a room for dancing. You can book a field for
Mm-hmm.
football and volleyball and others. And yeah, that's it. Like they have changing rooms,
And
shower.
badminton courts as well,
Oh yeah,
maybe?
yeah. Badminton courts. Oh, tennis courts. They have tennis courts as well. So yeah, loads of sports. Like if you like sports, if you like playing sports, if you're interested in playing sports, I suggest that you check out the university and see what they have for sports facilities and also sports societies.
Mm-hmm.
Because each societies they have three different levels.
Oh.
Yeah, they have different levels. So if you just want to learn how to play, then you go for the beginners. But if you actually wanted to play for your university, then that's a different story. You have to tryouts and all those kind of stuff.
Mm. What about roses? Do you want to talk a little about that?
Oh, I didn't join Roses actually, so I can't really say a lot of
Ah.
things about it. But I know that if you join the university team for any kinds of sports, once a year we have this huge tournament against Lancaster University called Roses. So it's either
Mm-hmm.
at York or at Lancaster. So different year we go to different venue. And yeah, we just fight it out.
Mm. Which is fine. Um,
I don't know how to
on,
explain it. But yeah.
like Hunger Games.
Yeah.
That's what roses is. So yeah, there's a lot of competitions and events that you could go to if you're a sporty person. If you're like me and don't do sports, you could just support your friends because that's what I did. Is there any advice that you'll give to future students, Yura, about sports in New York or universities?
Okay, first of all, if you like sports and actually wanted to pursue it, then I suggest you find a university that has the capacity to do that. For example, Loughborough. So Loughborough is the like epic center for sports university because most Olympic
Oh,
competitors, yeah, they practice there, and it's quite famous around.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. So around the
Oh.
UK people, we know that Loughborough is the center for sports. What else? If you're not a sport person, then ignore me. But if you are interested in, if you are interested in playing sports or curious about what kind of sports is this, then you know what? Just go ahead and join. They usually have a trial period.
Mm.
I can't remember for one time or two
Yeah.
times. But yeah, because I remember
Mm.
I wanted to join Taekwondo and I just try for like free first trial and decided not to because it's too tough.
Mm.
But but yeah, they have a lot of interesting sports that your mind couldn't even go there. Like I think in the first episode, Fa mentioned that she went on archery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if you're interested in playing sports that are not available in your country, then go ahead and join when you're in university.
Yeah. That's pretty good advice. I highly recommend. I think, okay, some confession for my, I joined maybe two sport related activities. So I did like a medieval sword fighting
Really?
event.
What?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed to admit that. But because we're talking about sports, that was, I guess that's considered a sport. And I also did fencing once.
Oh.
Yeah, like you said, like I didn't commit for the whole year. I just went for like one event. And it was fine because when I went there and then I decided, okay, it's not for me. So I stopped. But yeah, at university, that's a time for you to learn new things and see what you like and what you dislike. You might find something that you really like and stick with it. For me, it wasn't sports, it was just cultural societies like the International Student Association, Malaysian Society, and ASEAN.
On that note,
Yeah.
can I talk about a little bit of weird societies? Not weird, like things that you couldn't.
Oh,
Yeah, things you couldn't find in other countries that you should try when you're in UK university.
I mentioned a bit about what you could find, but please enlighten us with some of these weird societies.
Because I joined one.
What is it?
I joined a Doctor Who society for a year, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow.
I love
And what
Doctor.
did you do?
Oh, I didn't really join a lot of their events, but it contains a lot of watching their episodes, having discussions about it, and then I went to their premiere. So they had this the Day of the Doctor episode premiering on
Mm-hmm.
cinemas. So I went together
Oh,
with the societies and I dressed up as a character from the TV series. Yeah,
oh.
it was really fun.
Oh, Yura. This is the first that I heard that you've done this.
What? Oh wow, probably yeah. It was during my first year, so you probably won't know
Okay.
that side of
Yeah.
me.
I think universities, like, you could apply for any kind of society in the world. It depends on how big your university is, but you could have, yeah, you could have a Doctor Who society. There's a Harry Potter society.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else are there? There's quite a few. Like honestly, this is why you should go to Freshers Fair because that's where you can see all the societies. Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. Something related to that now. We're coming to our last topic of today, and it's about nightlife.
Woohoo!
I'm laughing. Yeah, I'm laughing because me and Yura, we don't have the typical nightlife that you might think. We didn't go to clubs. I went to societies. So I went to events and stayed there for the not for the night, but like for a long time during the night. And I also, well, I think me and Yura also did that because we were in the same circle of friends, but we would go to each other's houses to eat food and just chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you want to elaborate on that? Because you drink, well, occasionally, right?
It's okay. My parents doesn't watch this. It's fine.
Okay, okay, that's good. Yeah, do you want to talk a little about your nightlife?
I kind of dabble at nightlife when I was in my master's year. But before that, probably the only thing that I do was, yeah, just like Mai said, hanging out at a friend's place. We eat, we do hot pots, cooking, and some of my friends do drink. So we also make like cocktails and play cards, play games. We watch movies, go to cinema together, and yeah, basically that's our nightlife, or basically my nightlife during undergraduate. Oh, and there's also like parties. For example, Halloween nights, we usually meet at someone's houses and we dress up and go around town at night with our costumes on, and we can see other people's costumes as well. And it's really great because they're tipsy or drunk and they're so into their characters. I mean, the stories I have on Halloween nights, Lord.
Is there something else you'd like to add on nightlife?
I just want to say that nightlife doesn't have to include alcohol. You can always find a choice of nightlife where you can have fun and just be yourself. Like me and my friends, we went out to McDonald's at 3 a.m. and we're completely, well, sober. And that was quite fun. And there's events at night that you can go to, like York Illumination, or like
Oh yeah.
yeah, right, and ghost tours at night, and York Dungeon is also available at night. So there's a lot of things that happens at night. So it's not just like stores closing at night and you don't know what to do. There's always like pubs. Oh, and at pubs you don't have to drink. You can just eat, and pub foods are actually good. So yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry about going into pubs at night, because it's not just people drinking. There's also people like me who eat and drink milkshakes 12 midnight, so
Ah, okay. Fun times.
yes.
Yeah. So, all in all, Yura, do you have anything else you'd like to add today to today's episode as we're coming to a close now?
Last words.
Yeah, last words. Come on, you and me.
Oh, okay. Basically, moral of the story: when you're in uni, have fun, be responsible, and try new things, because there are things that in your uni that you can't find anywhere else. And uni is the perfect time to explore your interests, explore fun things, and I guess that's it.
Yeah, ditto on that, Yura, because I think I mentioned a lot. You should definitely check out our Nerd Out episode on where I talk about society life. I talk a lot about what I did during my time at university. But if I were to give advice to a fresher or an upcoming fresher, is to definitely try to be outside of your comfort zone. University is a time for you to experiment, to find new things, to meet people you might not meet in like outside of university. It could really be the best years of your life. So you should definitely make your time worth it by joining anything. And again, you don't have to commit. You can just go to 1 or 2 events and decide if that's the kind of society you want to go to. So don't be afraid to take the risk, because you might find the best people or the best experience that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, I would like to conclude today's episode and the end of our University Life series.
Aww.
I'm sure, well, there's no need to be sad, because we'll have plenty of Nerd Out episodes or future episodes on this topic. As always, you can comment or DM us for ideas or things that you like to hear us talk about. And our Nerd Out episode will be coming following this episode. Is there anything else? Am I missing any announcements, Yura? Anything?
I think that's it.
Yeah. So as always, like, comment, and share. And we'll see you for the next episode.